What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Living Freed channel. My name is Tyler Freed, and today I'm with my new student. His name is Mike. He has just got on the truck with me yesterday, and we got a load out of the Dallas area, headed up to Denver, Colorado, and he will be doing a couple weeks with me before he gets into his own truck. He had a trainer previously before he got on my truck, and so yeah, he will be doing 2 to 3 weeks with me. He has his CDL, so we will be able to run a quasi-team operation, kind of like me and Pedro did. Those of you that follow my channel will know about what me and Pedro were doing out here, and we're going to be kind of doing the same thing. Now, Mike was in the same class as Pedro, and he had a pretty bad experience, and maybe we'll save that video for another time, but he had a pretty bad experience with his last trainer. But in this video, we're just going to kind of talk about like his background, what drew him to trucking, and what he thinks about the industry overall. And because he has a pretty interesting background compared to most people getting into trucking, or at least I think so. So yeah, so basically, long story short, what do you think? What do you think about trucking so far? Like, would you recommend it to people?
I would especially recommend it to younger guys. I'm older, as you can probably see in the video.
Right.
And this is the second career. I had actually retired from my primary career.
Okay.
And this is something totally different. I was very white-collar professional in my other career. Do something different. But yeah, if I were a younger guy, and especially a younger guy with some ambition,
Right.
and savvy, that wanted to make good money and possibly make really, really good money expanding to their own business or their own truck, I would definitely recommend it. I can see it's there like any business or opportunity. It's going to have its ups and downs and pitfalls you've got to watch out for, but I can see it working. I would definitely recommend it to a younger person, and even a person like myself, some things I'm doing, it's working out.
Right. So, just to inform them, like, what did you do prior to getting into trucking?
Okay, for years and years I was a certified financial planner, certified by the CFP board, and I had a practice and my own clientele, and I did that, and for reasons that I don't go into, I probably got out of it a little early. I could have kept that practice selling out a little bit early, and so my wife is quite a bit younger than I am. She can't retire yet. She cannot access a 401k without a tax penalty. Right. You have to be 59 and a half to access 401k funds without a penalty. She's not there, so I don't want to just sit around the house. I want to make some money and extra cash, and we're big RVers. We have a Class A diesel pusher with our own.
Right.
We've done that. We want to do that again, and I need to replenish the fund and prep to go do that a lot more. But this is totally different than what I did before. As a certified financial planner, and so it's a new experience for me.
For sure, yeah. So, would you say that if you compare those both industries, like trucking to the financial services industries, would you say that the same mindset applies to like being successful? Same mindset. You have to have the drive, the work ethic, no matter what industry you're in. Can you see people in trucking being as successful as you could be, say, in that?
Yes, if a person, because I had my own practice, I was
Right.
self-employed, so someone in trucking that aims to own their own trucks, maybe do some freight brokerage after that, and go their direction as a business owner, oh, absolutely.
Right.
To be in any business, it's a different mindset. You're not guaranteed a check. You have to have a very good time management, because you don't have a boss telling you do this at this time, do this at that time. You have to have excellent money management, because there'll be times when you make good money and times when you don't. And in my situation, I had an employee or employees, and they always have to be paid. So you've got disaster. But if you have some ambition, you can manage your time, manage your money. I can see you doing that trucking as you could owning your own practice and financial planning.
Right. Yeah, and you could even see that as a company driver. If you manage your money right, you can still retire pretty early if you really hit it hard and lived out here in the truck and stuff like that.
A young guy getting in where you can start out and grow at $60,000-$70,000, and if you were single,
Oh yeah.
you could live in your truck and minimize your expenses. You can put away cash in big amounts and save it to pay cash for your cars. You know, I'm a big believer in not carrying any debt. I don't have any debt. Haven't had it in years. And you know, as a financial planner, I saw people in debt. And we stopped the investing talk immediately at that point if they're in debt, and we start talking about a plan to get them out of debt the fastest way possible, utilizing different tools. And then once that's done, we can talk about investing, but you can't outrun 18% credit cards or whatever they have. Some of it is really bad, even with people that have high income.
Right.
So yeah, a young guy getting into this, if he's especially if he's single, he can put away large amounts of money so fast by living in his truck.
As a financial planner, the first thing you would recommend if anybody's coming into this, get out of debt first.
Oh yeah,
And then after that, would you agree to build an emergency fund?
that's your second step.
Second
yes.
step, and
You
then
have to
invest
have
after
a
that.
liquid cash emergency fund, or you know, if your transmission goes out of the car, whatever your situation, if you own a home, you can pay that, and it will not kill you, and you have to borrow money to set you back. The emergency fund, and then you talk about investing.
Yeah. Yeah, and the last video I made was about getting out of debt, doing that before you start a business, before you do anything.
Oh yeah, you can't. Debt is like carrying, you know, a big millstone around your neck, trying to swim. It will drag you down.
Yep.
You cannot have that. You've got to get out of debt. Then you have the cash flow. Then you have the ability to put away capital. If your goal is to own your own truck, to be an owner-operator, or just to pay off your house early, and you know, do a lot of things to set yourself up for retirement, and put a lot in your 401k, you can do that if you don't have any debts.
Right.
For example, I'm starting a second career, and right now I'm set up 62% of everything I earn goes into the 401k at Millis. I'm of the age I can access it penalty-free if I need it later, which I don't anticipate. I have other funds and other emergency funds, but 62% plus the insurances, that's a lot, but I can get by on very little because I'm debt-free.
Yeah, you're debt free, and you also made a lot of money in your business, and
That's where I did make good money. Yeah, I put 3 kids through college, and
yeah.
but, you know, so I've done a lot of things, and you can move on from there.
Yeah, and I know you've watched a lot of my videos and stuff, and I talk about that a lot. Like, if you do this right, after about 2 years in this business, you can make 6 figures as a truck driver, even as a company driver. You
Yeah,
can do it.
Yeah, either with this company or another company.
Yeah, you could with this one. A lot of companies out there, there's ways to do it. And especially you become an owner-operator and add trucks and stuff like that, then the sky is the limit. And you could do the same thing. Put your kids through college, pay off your house. You don't even have to invest in the trucking business with your money. You can take your money and just save up, buy real estate, rental properties, start another business on the side. You can do all kinds of things.
If you have the ambition, there are just a lot of different avenues you can take.
Right.
And you can learn these avenues. You can, you know, here we are driving down a scenic road right now.
Yeah.
If I were alone, I would be listening to a podcast.
Yeah.
Now, it might be a podcast that I enjoy, like history. I love history. My college degree is in history.
there driving alone, definitely don't waste your time with content. Don't consume negative content. Be out here learning something. And that way, if you want to leave trucking one day, maybe you learned a whole new skill or have a whole new knowledge about something that you can take and use elsewhere. Some people want to get into trucking and use it to get to a different career or into a different business, but they just need the capital to do it. And I've met people like that have done that. So if you were younger, would you choose to go the trucking route? Like if you knew about it when you were really young, would you have done it at a young age?
What I know about it, what I see and watch, I've been watching YouTube videos of guys who are owner-operators.
Right.
And some lease operators. And yeah, with the proper time management, money management skills, and ambition, yes, okay. If they're not going to a specialized college degree.
Right.
Now, for myself, for example, I had a history because I loved history. I was young, didn't know what I wanted to do, and I did that. Now, if I went back even to college now, I would change it to accounting or I'd go to law school. Okay. Now, that's different. You're getting a very specialized degree with a high pay potential. But if you're not going to do that and you don't know what you want to do, trucking, especially if you have those skill sets I talked about, yeah, I can see you making a lot of money.
Right.
I talked to you yesterday about people have money. One of the wealthiest guys I knew, went to high school with, he has a construction company. He doesn't never 1 hour of college, no.
Right.
But he had all of the skill sets I talked to you about, and he employs a lot of people there, and I have a few others. So, yeah, I'm amazed at how much some trades are paying.
Right.
I just got my motor home out of a diesel shop, and they're telling me what they pay diesel mechanics and how hard it is to find one. I'm thinking, man, I can't go into that. Get out of trade school and make six figures out in trucking.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't want to do these jobs because it's not glamorous, but that's where the money is.
You do get your hands dirty, but
Yeah.
you make good money. And like I say, a kid out of school, they can keep their expenses low and live out of their truck.
Yeah.
They consult away just large amounts of money and do save up to own their own truck or to switch career if that's what they want.
Yeah.
Buy land if their dreams is to own land and a house somewhere, they can do that.
Absolutely.
And trucking, you can pretty much live anywhere you want, I think.
You can. Yeah, it's definitely something that I love to do. Like I told you today, like I don't feel like it's a job. I wake up. Some days.
Well, I have felt.
Yeah. Like dealing with Chicago, Atlanta, and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's bad, but like what we did today was absolutely beautiful.
Oh yeah.
And I enjoy the entire day. Like we've been driving through New Mexico and Colorado, and it's just beautiful out here. And
Yeah, and we're in an area where my wife and I are taking our motor home close to Cape. I'm looking out at snow-capped covered mountains.
Right.
And yeah, this is kind of fun seeing all this again. We've traveled out here, camped out here. Yeah, you go through Chicago, especially that creepy yard.
Oh yeah.
I swear Jimmy Hoffa's got to be there.
Yeah.
That place.
Yeah.
And the traffic in Atlanta. Oh my God.
Yeah, Heartland has
That's work.
Yeah, Heartland has a yard right in the middle of Chicago in some really sketchy area, and that's what he's talking about. Yeah, you feel like you're gonna get murdered there, to be honest. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. This is my new student. I'm learning from him though, because he's somebody that owned his own business, and so I will be learning from him. And I guess I'll try to teach him anything I can teach him. But
If you want to teach me about trucking, I'll talk to you about investing. You can teach me about trucking.
Yeah, because that's like my favorite topic is personal finance, investing,
Yes.
and so I will definitely be learning a lot from you about that.
So,
And it's really cool. So yeah, we'll be making more and more videos, and I do want him to share his story about his last trainer he had.
okay.
And but we'll do that in another video. Maybe we'll do
Well,
that for Friday.
Let me just say, and I won't go, But we can save that for Friday. But I understand some of the people here have been reaching out to Tyler, and that's good because it's important to have and we'll talk about that in the next video. But it's important to have a trainer you think you can relate to and get along with.
Yep.
It's pretty close quarters.
It is.
And you're basically living for several weeks with another person, and you're talking. You've got to be compatible.
You do.
I think the trainer has to have, and I've heard you say this in a minute, the heart of a teacher.
Yep.
You've got to enjoy teaching. You can't do it just so you can make an extra few bucks off the guy,
Right.
or you're not going to be a good trainer. It's like any school teacher, you know.
Yeah.
If they really love their subject,
Right.
they can make it come alive.
Sure.
And it's the same with trucking. If they enjoy it, enjoy teaching, that's a big plus. I don't think my last trainer was that way.
Right.
And so, secondly, yeah, reach out and pick a trainer and have some say so. And
Yeah.
pick a company and a trainer that you're compatible with. There's, like anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Talking about financial, there are good ones and bad ones. Like
Right.
anything.
so when you did financial planning, you taught your clients.
It was an education process with my clients,
Yeah.
especially the way I did it. I dealt with a lot of options, as we talked about.
Right.
That if you do it right, are actually safer by individual stocks.
Right.
You lower your cost basis in that stock as you go along. We talked about dollar cost average, and I tried to educate them as we went along what our accomplishments were. And if the market was down, for example, like it is now,
Right.
I tried to show them why it was not a good idea to sell. You don't want to sell it to lows, and then when everybody's making money, buy back in at the high.
Right.
It's not sell low, buy high. It's buy low, sell high.
Exactly. Yeah.
And there are ways to, mitigate a down market. So, yeah, it was an education process, and I enjoyed talking about it. I enjoyed.
Right.
I had a big conference room in my office, and we'd sit there and make sure they were educated and that we were on the same page. Because not everybody's a fit for everybody.
Sure.
As it is in trucking.
And that's how it is here. Yeah. You do like. I mean, I've only had. You're my third student now. But I learned with the first two, you do have to really care about the success of your student. Like, you got to make sure that they're going to be safe out there, that they're going to be efficient,
Absolutely.
and teaching them time management, because that's everything. Time management. That's your money. And
Yeah, and Pedro had talked about it, and that's one thing I wanted to learn. I felt my previous training, time management,
right.
very poor.
Yeah.
I wanted to learn some time management. So
Yeah.
I'm only going to be doing this. I'm not making a career. I'm at the end of my career.
Yeah.
And I want to utilize my time wisely.
Right.
So that was a big deal. But so if y'all are watching, considering training, I would recommend Tyler. I've only been out here a couple of weeks, but I had talked with him for a couple of months before.
Yeah. Yeah, and we have a lot in common. Like I said, you were a financial planner, so I've been kind of excited to have you on the truck just to learn from you. And you've owned your own business. Now I plan on starting a trucking business. It's a different industry, but a lot of the same principles apply in every field when it comes to business. And would you agree with that? Like, a lot of the same skill
Yeah.
sets you have to have
You
in
have
any
to have the
industry.
skill sets. You have to understand your business, and there may be smaller skill sets or specialized applications. You
It's a bad situation.
I was getting really frustrated.
Yeah.
But when I started my financial practice, you know, and people who knew me, and you know, at the height of my success and everything,
Right.
you know, they come in and say, "Well, I got a guy that got time and you know got it done." No, it was starvation city starting that, and I worked, you know, after going to CFP school and you know doing all that and working. I was working at Home Depot in the evenings, putting in long hours to save up money to start my practice.
Yeah. So it's not glamorous at first. It's
Oh
not,
no!
Yeah.
You're getting by next to
Yeah,
nothing.
and a lot of people don't realize that. Like, even if you go the white collar route or college route, it's going to take you a long time to get to the true success
Right.
of that field.
And that's why I said, if you're going to college, unless you have a specialized degree, which I did not.
Right.
You know, if you're going to go to law school, you get hired by a nice law firm, you know, probably you're starting lower. You have an accounting degree,
Right.
you know, that's different. Or you're going to go into medicine or
Right.
nursing. One of my daughters, you know, she's in nursing and she does very, very well.
Right.
All my kids do very well. But they're more specialized degrees.
Sure.
I went to school, didn't know what I wanted. I just had a generalized degree. And if you don't have that or don't have me, think you could make it in law school or medical school or something like that,
Yeah.
then this is great because you can ultimately make that kind of money.
Right. So it's basically, if you're going to go to college, go for a specific reason. And if you don't have a specific reason, try something else that's, you can maybe make money faster.
Yeah.
And it's less time consuming getting educated on doing that. Right. Like you said, if
Yeah. A lot of the trades, including trucking,
Right.
like I say, you can do that, and you can't get. Well, now in the news, our president is talking about forgiving all the student loans from all these people with worthless degrees.
Right.
They you know, social service work. They have sociology degree.
Yeah.
And they want to gripe about not making any money, and they have all the student debt. But
It's a useless degree.
yeah, it's a useless degree. Don't ask the hard-working men and women of the world
Right.
who are out there driving a truck, welding, turning a wrench, or even what I did, pay the taxes to pay off your worthless college degree. That offends me.
Yeah, truly, yeah.
And so, don't do that. If you can get a specialized degree or you have researched it, no, if you want to be a vet, go to veteran. That's a great degree. You can make
Right.
a lot of money. But if you kind of, I don't know, and I'm not really the bookworking type, then here you go.
There you go. Yep.
And you can make some money.
And I
to be
do-
able to get out and have low overhead, that's
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
And I do believe the double whammy is if you go and learn a trade like trucking or welding or be a mechanic, and then also educate yourself with the books.
Yeah, well,
on
out here
your own.
driving down the road.
Driving down the road.
You can
Yeah.
learn another language.
Yeah, and if you can combine the two, the sky is the limit. I truly believe that. So maybe if you're wanting to start a business in trucking, learn about business while you're driving. Learn about all the different aspects that make up a business system,
There's
and
so
study.
many
Yeah,
tools and resources and podcasts you can download.
right.
It's just amazing.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything you can't learn podcast to go to.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And there's really no excuse nowadays with the technology and everything. And I mean, yeah, like even being away from family, you have FaceTime, you have phones. Like, it's not the old days where they had to use pay phones and stuff like that. It's really a lot easier, I believe, in trucking now than it was 20 years ago or whatever. And
Yeah, well, you didn't have a phone with
yeah, you didn't have a phone with you, so yeah, I mean, I don't know. I see all the benefits, and you've heard me talk about that a lot. And I'm pretty positive about the trucking industry. I mean, yeah, there's negatives, but that's every field. There's going to be negatives with any career you go into. And but yeah, long story short, yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. But yeah, this is Mike, and we will definitely be making more videos in the future. And I believe, yeah, Friday, let's make a video about your old trainer for sure. So you guys have to stay tuned for the video Friday. So make sure you hit the notification bell. Make sure, if you're new to the channel, you subscribe, like the video, click on the link below in the description, and go follow me on Instagram. I'll follow you back. And also check out some more of my other videos that'll be recommended to you at the end of this one. And God bless. Thank you for watching. Peace out.